Um, Figured I'd just reach out, see if our interests align, if we're a good fit. If so, I'd love to present, a number and an offer for you on this call. To see if it fits in our buy box or not. If so, we can go through and just kind of have a discussion. Are you free right now? All right, that's what. Say that one more time. Not really, not for a lot of discussion. Like, on the app, then, you come with it. Right. Yeah. So it's not really a long discussion. I have a few, things I have to move around today. I just wanted to kind of get a little bit more information besides what's here on this description. So so is this a primary residence or is this a rental for you? Okay, so you're living here. How long have you been living in this place? I was Okay, so it is vacant. And then is this because I couldn't see the other, is this a side by side duplex or is it is a side by side? Okay. How come you just didn't rent it out? I know you're over in California right now. I have time for that. I didn't have time to get it Section 8 ready. I only deal with Section 8. Okay. I didn't have time. I have to get out here for my kid's birthday. One of my biggest regrets. Right. Yeah, because I. Oh, so you would have put tenants in there, stabilized it, and then sold it. Is what you're saying? Collected that. Let people not years out. Right. So that is that how long you had it for? Just a year? A year. On September last year. Okay. And did you buy it with the intentions to rent it out for a long time, or you just didn't know what you were gonna do with it? Oh, you bought it to sell. Okay. All right. So I know East Cleveland a lot. I mean, is this a really good part of East Cleveland, or is it more rougher on this side? Well, it's a decent part. It's right by Shaw High. Right here to the kids in the school. Right. Like behind the school, just like I could climb the gates. Okay. Where were you gonna rent this one out for? Nah. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. And that's as is, or you were gonna put some work into it to get that 850. Right. That makes sense. Because that's what I do with these two. I hold a lot of them. It's just rentals. Like I'll go in and paint. Do the bare minimums to get it rent ready, and then just cash flow from it. So. Oh, okay. I couldn't hear him at first, so my intro was a little weird. He was going in and out.
Is he on the phone?
And he said, "Hold on 1 second," and then he hung up.
Oh,
So get a few seconds, and I'm gonna call him back.
yeah, just
It
a
don't
little
look like
warm up call. I'm probably gonna be
it
rusty
don't look
too.
like a bad place though. The only thing with these East Cleveland, like people, these buyers be like, it's like two zip codes in East Cleveland. I'm just gonna call them back. Hello? No, you good. No, you good. So how long have you kind of been thinking about selling this one? Because I know you had it for a year. You was planning to sell it originally. How long you been thinking about selling it? Yeah. It's just kind of something that came across you, like, hey, look, I'll just let it go since you didn't rent it out. Yeah, like, yeah. People, I will go and then I own it. Like, man, I think I go down in 10 in 15 years, so like, get along, but it's been hard. Right, showing that income. You didn't go to a private money. I know they don't. They look at the asset, not the income. No, they still want something. Like, you got the house? Right. Yeah. I mean, it just depends. I work with a couple different lenders. So how did you acquire this one? Like, how did you end up getting this one? Oh, okay, got you. Bought it cash. Okay. Did you got it? You got it at an auction, or you got it, from somebody? Okay. And since you had it, you hadn't done any work to it or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna be honest with you. I did skim through it a few, but I just kind of looked at the bigger items that kind of stuck out to me. Because I mean, cosmetic is really, it can be, it's an easy fix. I just wanted to keep an eye out for like bigger ticket items. I would pay if I did that's the main, right. Brand new wires and all that. All that. No, so I paid PVC and board. Yeah. That's straight. Okay. And then did you? I don't see. Did you do a roof on there too, or did you just say no roof? 2020. Okay, I see that right here. 2020. Okay. All right. Well. So you just thought about? I mean, besides just not renting it out, and you being in California, was there something else that came up that made you look at just selling it now? Because I want to make money. Like, why do like, meanwhile, like, why do people sell houses? Because they want to make money. I bought the house to make money. Like, what the fuck? Right. I understand that, but I deal with a lot of these calls all the time. So I always like to ask the situation of, what's the reason someone might be selling. Just again, call me back, bro. Could you send up here calling me? Yeah. Clearly listed on the listing and all type of shit. Like, you just saw the house and just like I'm not about to sit here and repeat the list, bro. Like, right. Do some research, do your due diligence. Right. No, I completely understand that, bro. And like I said, I just like to have a conversation to see if it even fits for me. Like I got cash, I'm ready to buy a property. So I'm just asking a few questions. If you don't, if you don't want me to answer those questions, then that's completely fine. I understand. But I just at least have a conversation with you. Oh, he hung up. And I'm about to call him back. Hell no.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's exactly the frame I'm coming from. You've reached 1-5. Nigga got that broke attitude. You've reached 1. On to the next. I ain't gonna play with him. Yeah, bro, he was real upset, but it's
What?
asking him, trying to see what's going on. It just it just was one of those ones.
Yeah. Well, look, I could share my screen and make a
Yeah, go ahead.
call Rick real quick. Let's see. Wait. There we go. Share my screen. How can I share my screen? Cool. Can y'all see it? Yeah.
Yeah, you good. What's popping up on my end? I need to reset my modem. My internet been moving super slow.
Hopefully this light could see.
You've reached Bill Newton. I'm sorry I can't come to the phone right now. Please leave. Hello.
Hey, Phil.
Hello. Yes.
Hey, what's going on, Phil? This is Isaiah. We haven't spoke before. I was just calling you about the house in Gainesville you had. I'd seen it on Zillow.
Been on there? Yeah, I didn't think you was even on yet.
I just seen it. I actually was on here a couple minutes ago, and then I just seen this pop up. I didn't catch it at a bad time, did I? I was trying to see if I could make a cash offer on it before, anybody else snatched it.
What are you asking for cash?
Say that again.
How much?
Well,
Cash offer.
yeah. So to be honest, Phil, the way that we work is, so I am an investor myself, right? And then I'll have a few.
Okay. And never mind. Thank you.
Are you an investor too? Call back. Are you an investor too, Bill? Phil? Hey, Phil. Oh shit. Ooh, he hung up. Answered then hung up. What? One more time.
Well, what's in the air today?
I mean, I think this is good though. We've been getting a lot of easy leads every time we do
Exactly.
Zillow.
You've reached Bill Newton. I'm sorry I can't come to the phone.
Mr. Phil. All right.
What's funny is when he got on there, I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be one of them good ones. He heard investor, he was like, nope, I'm out. Have a good one.
He said, I'm out. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
As
It's all good
soon as
though.
you said investor.
This again. Phil. Gainesville. Oh gosh. This is not a deal, but I'm gonna call it just for the views for the YouTube, I'll call it.
And Josh, some people just don't like investors. That's all it is.
I can't see if y'all were texting.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? I was calling about the house on Laurel Drive.
I barely hear you. Sorry, I'm a bit loud right here.
It's all good. Did I catch you at a bad time? I was calling about the house for sale. I seen it on Zillow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what you got? Can you hear me okay? Sorry, we're at a
pool birthday party, and it's kind of loud.
Okay.
Or do you want me to give you a call back here in just a little bit?
Yeah, you just posted this like 3 hours ago, right?
Yeah.
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 If you think that you'll
We
be,
got like 3 showings on it, but are you interested in it?
yeah, I definitely am. That's what I was gonna say. I wanted to talk before your phone got blown up by everybody else.
Yeah, it has been, and I've had it just with the sign in the yard. So people in town, there's already 3 that I have currently. So, but yeah, as of right now, it's still available. I haven't shown it. I just barely put the sign out in the yard this last week, sometime Tuesday or Wednesday. So it barely hit Zillow this morning. So
Yeah, was this your house? Like you were living here, or?
no, it's just one of our personal properties that we had that we're selling. Instead of renting it anymore, we're just gonna sell it.
Okay. All right. Did you get like a quote or anything on any work that needed to be done, or?
Yeah, man. Can you shoot me a text and then I'll answer any questions that you have about it. And if I
Yeah.
can't do it through text, I'll give you a shout back here in just a little bit.
Yeah, can you not hear me?
You can barely hear you. My speaker's not very loud.
All right, that's a deal. I'll just,
Cover it up.
can I call you in like 30 minutes or an hour?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, I'll call you then.
And if I leave before then, I'll give you a shout whenever I leave.
All right, and what's your name?
My name's Jordan.
Jordan, I'm Isaiah.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Where are you from?
Dallas.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm in Fort Worth right now. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
but
We could probably grab lunch.
Omni downtown.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give you a shout here in just a little bit. We'll figure it out.
All right, that's a deal.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right, bye.
Fuck, you hear what the fuck?
He was cursing at the end. Did y'all like hear that?
Yeah, him cussing somebody out.
Nah, he wasn't cursing nobody out. He was just cursing in general, I think, saying he couldn't hear worth a fuck.
Oh, okay.
So this is how I save my leads, if anybody's wondering. After I just get done from calling a Zillow lead, I'll just do this.
I don't see your screen right there.
Oh, wait, am I not sharing my screen?
No, I think it jumped off.
Oh, damn, I wasn't sharing my screen the whole time.
No, it was the whole time. It just jumped off like maybe a few minutes ago.
Y'all can see my screen now.
Yeah, you good.
So I just save his contact. So his name is Jordan. I got his number right there. I just put him as a warm lead. And then now in the custom fields, list name, Zillow. That's how I categorize like where my leads came from. I've always put the Zillow link, always put the Zillow link. I just been doing that since before I had this CRM. Just keeping the Zillow link is important, I feel like. So price, he's asking 69.9. And then I always put the estimate in there too. 160, 1607. I don't know if this is valuable. I maybe would have found this valuable if somebody showed me this a few years ago. So just how I save my leads. Pretty normal. And then I put Bed Bath 3.2. 3,000. And then I guess you have another lead that you want to call already, Caleb?
Yeah, I got one.
Oops. Personal.
Yeah, even if you were saying that the deal that you just called may not be a deal, you just calling them. It may be a deal,
That's
just
right.
like the guy's tone. Like he seemed like a understanding dude, pretty cool dude. You can sit and talk to, chop it up with.
That's true.
That's why
Yeah.
that's why I like those leads too. Like, and just call anybody. I don't know, like even Isaiah thought in his mind, you would think like, nah, it's maybe not a good deal. Let me just call it anyway, because you never know. Like, you never know what somebody may be going through, or if they just put it up at that price for, you know what I'm saying? So I never really discriminate based on price, especially on Zillow. You never know what somebody may say to you. They may cut you out, or they may just have a nice conversation with you, but you won't know until you pick up the phone.
That's right. Yeah. Let me stop sharing my screen so you could go. But that's how I would save my lead if I was creating a new one from Zillow. Yeah. So I just made sure that I don't know if you caught the last thing I did, but the last thing I always do when creating the lead is just giving them a task. Every lead has a task for someday, in any someday.
Two one. I really don't like 2-1s, but I'll call it. It came up in one of the new ones. Dialing.
I know Caleb's ringing right now, but
It's mute. It's mute. You good?
It's closed
I'm gonna
CRM.
answer.
It's closed CRM.
To voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is
CLOSE. Yes, sir. Are these combo what it should be like with the buyers? The combo with the buyers are easy. It's the easiest calls, I think.
your call has been forwarded to
Yeah.
voicemail. The person you're trying to
I feel like they are easier.
The call with the buyers, so when you call in the sellers, you got your sales on, you're happy, energetic, or whatever, sticking to a script. When you're coming to buyers, it's like real, uncut, like straight to the point. They're like, all right, what you got? You got to be like, I got 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,500 square foot. The roof is missing this little piece, but it said they got a warranty for this long, and it's this, da, da, da. This is the ARV. This is what I'm asking for it. Like, okay. And then, so the sales is different. It is sales, but it's different. It's just a different way to attack it. And then, so you got to say, all right, here's the link. You got to have a link or a portfolio or a Google Drive with a little package, deal package to show them. And then you got to push them to stay on the phone while they go over it with you. Right? I always say, can you click that link and just make sure that, because sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes people can't see the pictures. So can you just click that, make sure that you can see the pictures? That's what I say to get them to look at the deal while they're on the phone with me.
Because then they'd be texting you like, do you have any photos? Like, it'd be a whole link with photos. It say in bold red letters, group property photos. Hey man, you got any photos?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
How old's the roof? I'm like, dude, let me call you. Let's go through it. We can go through comps, all of that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I actually, and I know that's your approach. I still sell with buyers too, because
Yeah, you have to. That's what I'm saying. It's different though.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's different, but I guess I'm just the type of person, like, I just be asking, I guess, uncomfortable questions to anybody. But I had a lot of buyers just like, dude, you're very thorough. Like, you, I'm just asking questions I need to know, because once I got somebody, and I always talk to buyers like, in female analogies, like if I got somebody I'm willing to spend some time with, I want it to be worth it. But I like talking to buyers, especially when you got something, you know what I'm saying, or you like, yeah, you kind of get
You're talking to investors and you got to talk to them money.
Exactly.
When you're
That's
talking
all they care about.
When you're talking to sellers, you got to talk emotion more.
Exactly. I don't like this one at all, but it's new. They just did a price cut. It's a 1-1. I definitely don't believe that this is a 1-1. If it is, that's just like terrible. But I'm gonna call it anyways.
Yeah, you gotta say I got this brand new opportunity, 3-bed, 2-bath, brick house, slab foundation, built in 1989, right off Main Highway, right off of Main Street, all over on east side of town. Can't miss it. They'll be like, really? Send me.
Hey Tasha, how's it going? This is Caleb. Hey, I was looking at this place you had on Zillow over in Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm an investor. Just was interested in possibly putting in a cash offer. Did I catch you at a bad time? Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, like I said, it's just myself and another partner. Did you have a sign out here? Because my partner did ride by there not too long ago, and he said the sign was taken down.
Never saw.
Never a sign. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, just to kind of give you a little bit information about myself, it's just myself and another partner. We kind of team up to buy these places. Either we're going to fix them up or we're going to rent them out, so we're always just looking for more opportunities. So I figured I'd just reach out to you, see if, we're a good fit for this one and present a number. If not, we have at least a detailed reason why. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, me and my husband are also investors. We do the same
Nice.
operation. My grandfather's an investor.
Nice.
Are investors, so I feel like this is definitely just so I'm not wasting anybody's time.
Mm-hmm.
Like cut and dry opportunity.
Okay.
Or you're not. This is not a $20,000 house, and it is a complete full renovation.
Okay.
We set empty for 10 years. I can tell you right now that when you start running the numbers, you're going to get numbers back like 104,000 after renovations.
Okay.
It's going to require $50,000 worth of renovations. We are going to take under 65,000 with closing because we have friends that are already offering us 60.
Right.
Get rid of it because I also own salon suites. So if you're looking to like be for negotiations, it's just not worth it. There's not enough spread.
Right.
A full flipper, then you're probably just not the buyer because I am looking for somebody who has enough cash to actually add 1 to 2 bedrooms on this house.
Okay.
250,000. I live on this street, and the whole street is owned by a couple of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll buy it on Zillow because I wanted to if it's not to sell it this way and somebody's into it, great. If it's not, look in a few months and just make the money myself.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, it makes a total sense. And I appreciate you running through that. That was very precise. And it helps me cut through a lot of questions, save me a lot of time. So I appreciate that. So my only question is, and I know you said you're an investor and your friend offered you 60. How come you just didn't do it yourself to get to 250?
What do you mean? Why didn't I look at?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we like telling you at the beginning, and $1,000 for a 10 by 10 room. Last weekend, I told you that I would run through investors all week and
Right. Right.
Nobody was like, I'll do 65, I'll do 60. So I had a bedroom and seller finance situation because I know sometimes people want to do that.
Right, gotcha. So you saying it would be worth it your time to sit on here for an extra $5,000 and go with your partner who's ready to go? Is that what you're saying? Right. Okay. Well, for me, and just to kind of going off of your numbers, because I know where you're at, right? How should I look at this if I come in at that 60 to be able to, to get, because I know, like you said, the 105s obviously wouldn't be, the best option. What other options would it only be to add those bedrooms, or how can I look at this to make it make sense for me?
Yeah, that would be it. There is not I mean, we can do creative things. So
Right.
was to set a double wide on the property. I already got permission that I would be able to do that. I was going to set a double wide on there, put my sister in it, let her save money at an apartment complex. She would live on the property. I'm 3 doors down. While she's doing that, I was going to actually flip the back property and 2 bathrooms and add 2 bedrooms, which was going to cost me 80 grand. Turn around and get the house appraised for 250,000. Pull the B or do the BRRRR method
Mm-hmm.
in the house, which would free up like $180,000 for me that I can move on to my next. And then put 2 renters over there. They can pay that. Plus, I would cash flow on property. If you don't have like a heavy investment, or you're looking for a quick thing, it's 100% going to work for you. The numbers are not going to line up.
Right.
On this street and made over $100,000, and this is going to be my next one. I just would like, I could come up with a quick 50 grand, get the money back out of it. I bought it a couple months ago from an 80-year-old investor.
Okay.
Was just ready to get rid of it pretty quickly.
Okay. Yeah, so I was actually looking at because when I originally saw it, I saw the 1-1. I'm like, okay, that's pretty small. So I kind of pivoted towards dirt value, and I was just looking at if I just build something new on this, what could that look like? So like I said, I honestly just wanted to have a conversation to see if we're even a good fit. Like you said, that's why I said I appreciate you for, letting me know all that information up front.
Waste nobody's time.
Right.
4 bedrooms, split it in half, make sure they're renting it, use the affordable living situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be worth it for you, but if you're looking to just remodel 1 bedroom, 1 bath, it's not going to be.
Yeah, and I definitely wasn't. I don't even pick up 1-1, so that's why I said I thought it was incorrect when I saw it.
Big lot.
Yeah, it is.
Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Good neighborhood. You can walk to the high school that you would be part of. Like I said, I live on this street with my grandpa, and I could move to Shore City or Dublin if I wanted. My kid goes to school in Dublin. I drive clear, and my businesses are in Dublin. But
right.
Free taxes. I love that my whole family lives on this street. Nobody drives down it. So I mean, it just depends on where you're at and what you want. Yeah,
and I love the area. Like I said, my partner was, I don't know if it was this one or another one that was over there, that came up because he had. So I'll around now. I think my best on this is just for strictly if I'm looking at it, as a new construction. That way you at least have some, some more offers to, to consider. So now it's not okay.
He's already taken his antibiotic today. Does he take it every 12 hours? So he don't need it till tomorrow. We'll have to be confirmed. So don't send it off because we'll never get it back.
That was in 2022, though.
I love you. Okay. My kids were getting loaded up in the car.
No.
Here when you called me, and then everybody piled in my house.
It usually happens that way, right? How many kids do you have?
Boys, and then girls, so they're all going to my grandma's tonight, and we're going out with my sister. We have not done that in like 10 years.
Oh my goodness! So the real question is, what you drinking tonight? I hear that. Well, yeah, I just wanted to kind of run through a few things because before I let you go, I know you're very busy. Now I'm looking at 2 new builds right down on West Meadow, and then I'm looking at one over on Chrisman. Now they're kind of similar sized to yours. I feel like yours could be a bit bigger. Just depending on the layout. I haven't seen a lot lines or put any parcels yet. However, they did sell around, close to what you're asking. So my offer would be just for dirt value, because if I go in and I spend 70, let's just say 70 to put a new, either go up or go back because I have room for that, then I could get that money. But, it just would be better to just, go ground up, spend 10 to tear it down, and it just go vertical from there. So with that being said, I mean, if I was to look at it like that, I mean, how flexible could we meet to, and I'm cash as is, right? We can close this in the next 2 weeks if we can, come to an understanding. I mean, but how close could we meet on a price? I mean, what's what would you absolutely need to walk away with for it
Told
to,
you,
be
60.
worth it?
65. That's her bottom.
Thinking, just in thinking like, okay, I dealt with a lot of investors.
Mhm.
They
Right.
give them a number, then they come back at me and tell me all the things that's wrong with the house. Like, I don't like working like that typically just because I'm smart too, just like you. And
Mhm. Right, absolutely.
and to like pull this in my brain. Tell you when you pulled the numbers, because I have not pulled it for just a lot before, because I was never going to tear it down.
Right.
You see what that
We
is?
need it at
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I do have a few that is kind of, ranging in this area. For this size, we would be somewhere around just land value alone,
20.
$35,000.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to be.
Mhm.
30.
Well, there you go.
So I mean, we can't. It's going to be like, you would have to be, I would never take less than 60,000.
Okay.
I would never.
And friends,
One's in the group chat. I mean, put ones in the chat. One's in the chat if you've had sellers say, I'll never go below that price.
Need something that would help
Isaiah, can you please check your PMs, please?
Yeah, and I do typically cover closing costs as well. So I mean, it would be, whatever number we can agree on, that 35,000 would be net to you, at closing, because that would be coming with all the title fees and things like that. So that would be
get as close to that number.
right.
It's like I would never walk away for more than the five. Like I would never walk away from more than $5,000 because in 3 months I could just cash out and refinance or
Right.
even clean it up. Or
So let me ask you this. Then. Would you be opposed to if we gave you closer to what you're asking, or asking, would you be opposed to taking it on a set of payments?
would you want to spread it out? And what kind of payment are you looking at?
I would, if I'm looking at dirt value, I would only be looking at maybe max 2-year balloon to pay off remaining, 1 to 2 year balloon, principal only, and we can figure out a comfortable down payment that makes sense for both of us.
What would your offer price be with those terms?
With those terms, I'm hoping we could get, I would have to go back and confirm with my partner, of course, but I would want to be, somewhere in the ballpark to make this work.
Yeah, for sure. So why don't you talk to your partner? We can hypothetical all we want.
Right.
We do your research, take your time. You that I told him Monday. Well, a lot of time.
Okay.
Talk to your partner. Take that for real for me. Send it in a text message. Let me go over this with my grandfather who's been doing this for years and years and years.
Okay. Okay.
But don't tell you this just because we're being so truthful with each other, and I love that. Those are the kind of people I want to deal with. Don't like 40,000. Like, I know I can't do it. You already know my bottom line.
Right.
Right, but I'll put you on my investors list, and when I come up with another property, I'll call you because I have enjoyed working with you so far. This has been a very good, productive conversation.
And I appreciate that. I'm a very straight shooter. I would love. I mean, if you have a few more minutes, I can go back here because what I do is anytime I like a property, I'll have my underwriters just go ahead and do a CMA, and not to sound high level. That's just a comparable market analysis to just tell me what, similar either properties or parcels it's been selling for. So, I mean, I do have enough information to run back here and see what numbers they got for me, if you don't mind if I put you on a really brief hold.
But those are going to come back because I have the same thing on my team.
Mm-hmm.
What the street is everybody here's investors, and we've all been building onto our houses, and nobody pulled permits, and everything looks like it's not worth very much. So
Right.
what you see is not actually what you're going to get. This is actually a little good. So what I'm going to do is really you know you have all the facts. I have not fronted you at all. You got it. You need. You go do your numbers, talk to your guys, figure out what's your best and final. Would be there for me. And I'll talk to my grandfather as well and get some good advice, and I'll come back with what I can do with you, and we'll see if we can get something together.
Yeah, that sounds like a real solid plan. And then just so I understand, what would be the best terms for you if we're gonna look at this on, you know, some owner financing for that amount? I mean, what would be the better
thing for me? It's the ending. What am I gonna walk away with? It doesn't matter in a year or 6 months. What is my best price going to be for me to walk away with this? Because I can do something also in a year and 5. I just don't. I would just go ahead and take your down payment, build out my suites the way that I want to,
right?
And then just keep getting money every month until that asset is gone and it's yours, and I not have to. I want the best price.
Okay. Gotcha. So getting to that highest price would be the most important here. So as far as working out the terms, as far as a monthly payment, that doesn't really interest you much. It's just about getting to that final number. Is that my understanding?
Yep. Get like however we can end up getting to that final. What are you going to pay for it at the end of the day? And that's including interest. I'm okay with calculating income. Like, okay, what is my final made the interest, even if it's not a profit number for me, because I told you how much I have in the house.
Right. I understand completely. So what I'll do is take my number down. And again, you got something to write my information down really quickly?
Screen capture it. What's best for me is if you could go ahead and just send me your name in a text.
Okay. Yeah, I can text you. Okay, perfect. And yeah, just go ahead and save my contact, and I'll just send you everything once we get off the phone here. That way we can set up some time either tomorrow or Monday morning to kind of go over concrete numbers and get something going on this.
Yeah, I would love monthly situation, a little bit of cash flow. Okay, with some invest in people, so I would look at it like that.
Okay. Perfect. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, Tasha. You go ahead and have your drinks tonight. And we'll talk sometime soon.
Yeah.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. What y'all thoughts on that?
I thought that was a great call, a great ending. You know, you could tell she's a bit of a salesperson too.
Yep. That's why I just cut through all the red tape. I'm like, you giving me what I need to ask for. I need to ask what her was like, asking the right questions without having to go around in circles. What are you looking for, and how can I, service that and still get what I need? I think seller finance would be the best situation because it's a 1-1. Nobody's buying it for a 1-1. She just said it doesn't even, unless they, they want to go in and add the bedrooms to get the 250, but dirt value, you better off, seller financing it, going vertical and building something and get 350 for it. So I think that would be that's a much more beneficial. And then she don't care about the payment. She just care about getting the number. So I can amortize a 30-year, give her about $500 a month, with like $5,000-$10,000 down. So that way she can go get her do her thing. And I think that'll be a good deal to find an investor.
I was gonna say that's the same way you talk to buyers. I forgot who asked that earlier, but that's how you talk to buyers. That's how they want to be talked to, straight to the point. But you could keep them on the phone if you keep talking business. Like you talk business, right? On the phone with sellers, though, it's different because we're trying to find distressed sellers. And so that's always going to be how our script is going to be catered, to talk about their emotions, their feelings, their struggles, what's going on. I mean, and when it comes to buyers, it's just a different level of sales. Like to get a buyer to start talking about their feelings, it's a different script. It's a different way of going about it. You got to talk about that money first, and then, but
yep. And that's why I challenged her on, like, Well, how would I make if I'm looking at it at your terms, right? You want 60, make it make sense for me. How would I if I buy it at 60, how am I gonna make money? You know, and she ran down, okay, you can do this, you can do that. Look, I haven't even ran the numbers. I haven't even, you know, so that helps me know, okay, if I'm gonna just keep, I don't really care. She don't really have no emotion tied to the house. You can clearly see that it's just a number. You know, it's just her getting her money back out of it. She don't care. She got to do it over time, and her priority is her salon and renting out those units. So the next conversation we can talk about commercial, right? How many spaces do you have? And I really should have went into that right now, but I wanted to keep it, you know, short and sweet, you know, to the point. And I like that she was like, you know, you've been the best person I talked to so far. I'm like, yeah, no. But yeah, decent call. That's definitely a good lead. I'm gonna keep.
I would say yeah, Caleb was requesting me to make a video on a tutorial on setting close up. I could do that, or I could just walk you through it myself. If you buy Close CRM, I'll walk you through it myself, but it would be valuable for the YouTube to create a YouTube tutorial video on that.
Yeah, and I got to get one ASAP because I've been going back and forth between close and go high level. Either way, I got to get something soon. So that's why I was asking for that video.
So that's the one just called. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 1 day on Zillow, what I always preach about. Let's see. It's a mobile home. Dallas. Oh shit, it's a deal, but let's see. Oh God, it's such a deal. Let's see. This is why you 1 day on Zillow. This is such a banger deal. Hold on. Oh, it's a mobile home. Or no, it's just off the ground. It's a home. Just comp it really quick, even though I preach against that. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, you good.
It's a rollie, not a stopwatch. Shit don't never stop. Hmm. A lot. The hell? 160. That's a mobile home. That's pending. Been up here for
And then we'll have to wrap up this one because I gotta get them ready so we can dip out.
All right, that's a deal. $240. All right, it's a deal. A buyer will probably buy it at maybe 160 or 140 to 160. And obviously his phone has been blown up already. So we're gonna try and call him a couple times. I'm done.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Dialing again. But see how he's
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
yeah, he's not gonna answer the phone, but still taking down this info. He's a good lead.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
Oh, one more time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to.
All right. That'll be a new lead for acquisition managers to call. Let's see.
All right, while you do that, then I guess we could open it up to some questions. If anybody has any questions about the calls that we had today, or any questions that y'all may be trying to troubleshoot through now?
Or about the CRM, or
Yeah, or about the
how we
CRM,
organize
whatever
leads.
questions y'all actually, feel free to ask away.
I'm still looking on Zillow. I low key want to keep calling. Maybe I could just do another live.
So just start going live on YouTube.
Yeah. Like, this is a deal.
Because they let you show your screen on that, and it's just like open source, and it records it for you.
How long do you got? Like
Now.
You got to go now.
Yeah, it's like 5:30. So.
All right. We could end it. I could call this one last lead if y'all want to see that, and then or you could dip or.
Go ahead. Well, yeah, he's gonna cut it close. I mean, I wanna just gunsling, but it's gonna cut even closer. So y'all think Fizbos are better than lists? I think it depends on where you at. If you just getting started, even if you're not just getting started, but especially if you just getting started, for sale by owner, definitely going to be your best bet. All you got to do is leverage your time, right? Time and energy is the only thing you're leveraging, right? When you're doing lists, obviously now you're paying for marketing. You have to create better systems, better ways to qualify leads, follow up with leads. Like, it's the whole different ball game. So I won't say one is better than the other one. Obviously, lists and different forms of marketing has better scalability than Zillow, but Zillow it's going to work time and time again. Those are just free marketing sources, free sellers that you can talk to, even while you're pulling lists, even while you're still scaling your operation.
Yeah. On my opinion on that, which is better, Fizbo or lists, it's just, yeah, like Caleb said, it's not that one's better than the other. They're just different. So there's different pros and cons to fsbo, and there's different pros and cons to lists. One of the biggest things, what is the latest I'll be calling people? I'll call somebody at 11 at night. But um, the biggest difference is like either way, this is a volume sales game, telemarketing. So volume is key, right? Volume, 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 no matter what. Now, where you're getting those leads is gonna uh, dictate how much volume, right? Each marketing source has its own conversion rate and their own, rates of whatever. Zillow is going to be more efficient for how many calls, like it's less volume on Zillow, um, to get to a motivated lead than it is with lists, right? Because if you're pulling lists, we're pulling like 100,000 records a month, or some people do 20,000, 50,000, whatever. And then they have to go through cold callers, and then you have to see who raised their hand. And then from then you have to see like who's really motivated, who really just wanted to hear an offer, things like that. So it's just different conversion rates and efficiency. With lists, my main point is you need money. You need fucking money. There's a lot of people that go broke in wholesale real estate because they feel like they got to figure something out. So they start paying for a bunch of shit, not realizing that you can't just pay for one PPL lead and then that's going to be your deal. That's called getting lucky, right? There's only three ways that you're going to get a deal, either volume, luck, or skill. That's it. And as a beginner, you don't have the volume yet and you don't have the skill yet. So the only way you could really get a deal in the beginning, right, paying for one PPL lead is if you get lucky. So what do you have to do? You have to go for the volume. You have to do the volume. And then by virtue or by whatever proxy, because you did the volume, you're going to get the skill. And because you did the volume every single day, you're going to increase your chances of getting a lucky day. But with lists, guys, if you guys only have $5,000, you can't start paying for shit. You can't. You might get lucky though. You might get lucky. It's worth a shot. I'm always a big advocate for taking risks on yourself and investing in yourself. But guys, you need like at least 10 bands, and even then you might lose it all. Like if you don't
You
have
don't have, you don't have the 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 bandwidth to continue it. Now, I would say since I got started, bro, and what you say, luck, skill, or
volume.
what's the third one? Volume. When I got started, I didn't have skill, and I damn sure wasn't lucky. It was just sheer volume. I went through 12 contracts, bro, before I got my first deal. So pick one. I mean, pick luck. Obviously, that's not it's no thing. But you're gonna either have to focus on your skill or volume. If you don't have a skill, you have to build your skills with volume. If you feel like you good on the phone and you know what I'm saying, then use your skills. You may have to talk to less leads than somebody who is not good on the phone. Like I always put it like this: your first time calling for sale by owner, you may go through 50 leads before you get one contract, or 100 leads before you get one contract. Then you build your skills going through those 100 leads. Now you get a contract and 50 leads, right? Now you get better and better. I don't believe in luck, me personally. I never had it. I never met luck. So that's just not even in my mindset. But I do believe in sheer fucking will. And when you put your mind to either the volume game or the skill game, you'll get results. Because that's exactly what I did. I wasn't lucky, but I'm like, okay, Isaiah broke down these systems like, okay, you have to talk to this amount of sellers, you have to have these amount of conversations, get this amount of contracts. So I went for the volume skill, and you're gonna get results in that guarantee every time. As long as it's consistent for action.
That's right. Well, I don't want to hold you up anymore, Caleb. Uh, I don't know what else everybody else has to do, but I would call that last Zillow lead. But if you want to leave, you can. And if you want to say anything as an outro, I know you're better at that than me.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say to everybody in the room, I appreciate y'all for showing up, for listening, for giving y'all questions and participating. For those on YouTube, if you're not in the room, you sleep, right? So definitely let us know if you want to be a part of these lives so that you in a part of the next one. And I appreciate everybody, and I'm gonna be out.
Shit, that was the lead that I just called, calling back.
Well, you just stay in. I mean, they still in here. They still rocking with you. Just stay in there. But I'm a dip out.
Okay. All right. Peace,
All right.
Caleb.
All right.
Hey, Abel, you could hop in here. I mean, do y'all know how to any of y'all could hop on stage. I don't care. If y'all know how to request to be a speaker, just I think it's like a little mic looking thing or something. Yeah. $5K to invest in a VA, or what type are you referring to? So I'm saying 5K in marketing. Yeah, I'm just saying 5K in just like marketing, um like 5K to pull the data, skip trace the data, and then like some sort of marketing source, whether that's cold callers or text blasting, whatever. So me and Abel just closed a deal. We got another deal closing. Me and Abel closed a lot of deals together. Abel looking like Abel looking like he just woke up, man. You usually got a suit on and stuff. What's going on?
Bro, I've been working out, bro. I just came back from a workout outside.
Okay, there you
I
go.
look like this.
There you go.
Like, wow.
Well, look, I'm gonna call this lead back. He just called me back. This was for Winters. No, that was Gainesville. Winters. Damn. See, this is the good thing about saving stuff. I could just go over here and click the Zillow link. So he said, tried calling back. Let me know if you have any questions. So for this one, built in 1965, comfort, quiet, well-established neighborhood, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is the one he said it was one of their rentals. Okay, well, anyways, the thing is, I know I got to offer like 100. Let me just duplicate it, double check. Pretty sure I just got to offer 100. Shit. Nothing. Yeah, you could see the median price point home of the entire city. And what part? It is West Texas, middle of nowhere. So
We did like, what, 60 grand in assignments so far?
me and you,
Yeah. We did a 30K, 33K one. 25, we got a 25K one on the way, and we just did a 29K.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's over 70 grand in assignments.
Yep. Over 70 grand in assignments. That's just within like the last month or two or month. All right, let's do it. Let's call Jordan back up.
Hello,
Hey, what's going on, Jordan? I seen you called.
everybody. Yeah, it calmed down a little bit, so I can hear you a little bit better.
That's good.
So, what questions did you have, bud?
Well, the main things are, I guess, the big ticket items like the roof, foundation, windows, and AC.
Yeah, all of that's in really good shape. The roof, I'm not quite sure of the age, but I had a adjuster go up there and look, and he said everything looked great because I was going to put a new roof on it because we had some storms come through, and he said that everything looked great on that one. It didn't need to be replaced, so they weren't going to replace it. So it's still in good shape, and he has pictures in the report on that. The windows are newer vinyl. They're not brand new, but still not the old single pane aluminum. And the foundation, it's in pretty good shape. There's no structural cracks on the inside or anything else. Has a great yard, front and backyard. It's got a garage that's attached to the main house, a detached garage in the back with a storage area, and then another brick storage house. So it really is a good property, and I think it's definitely worth every penny of it.
Okay, so there's two detached garages, you said?
Yeah, there's one garage that's attached, and then one garage that has alley access that's detached and has a big storage area.
And then there's one attached garage.
Yeah, one attached garage. It's a single car attached garage. It's right in front of the driveway.
So you said that you don't know the age of the roof. How long did you own this for?
Probably, I'd say 10-ish years, probably old.
You owned it for 10 years?
No, that's how old the roof is.
Did you just buy it, the house?
I'm sorry?
I said, did you just buy the house?
Yeah, we just bought it not too long ago, and we were gonna rent it, and we have too much other stuff going on, and we're like, well, we're just gonna sell it.
How long have you had it for?
We've only had it for I don't know, a month or so.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Why not rent it out?
Well, we were going to, and we weren't, because we really needed to just move it and sell it. We were gonna rent it, and then a coach was gonna rent it, but he decided not to, but he wanted to buy it. So we thought, well, we'll just put it on the market and try to sell it and get rid of the headache. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at.
A headache?
What?
I said a headache?
Yeah, I mean, we like 4 or 5 businesses that we run. So adding one more property to that just wasn't in the cards at the moment. Anyway, I mean, is there any other questions about the house, or
Yeah.
is that it? I mean,
yeah.
besides life stories.
No, you're good. I mean, yeah, one thing because like I said, I do have a partner, right? And I do have someone that helps me underwrite it, but usually sometimes they're going to want to know things like that, like why it didn't work out with the previous investor, was there like, maybe the area wasn't as rentable as you thought.
Are you an investor?
Yeah. So we would want to buy this as a rental ourselves is what we're mainly looking at.
I mean, I can rent it for you. I mean, I just don't have time to fuck with it.
I got you.
I mean, if you want to get right down to it, I don't
Yeah.
have the time to fuck with it, and it's not enough money in it for me to even fucking worry about it. I'd rather sell it, unload it, and get rid of it, because I got other shit to do too. I mean, we have a construction business, roll-off dumpsters, hardware store, auto parts store, truck accessories, boutique, and we do real estate investment too and flip properties. So this one just wasn't in the cards. It's a great house, but I'd rather sell it than hold on to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, you got it going on, man. I'm trying to get like you.
I mean, a town of 3,500 people, you got to fucking do it.
Yeah, bro, man. That's the population of this town. Little Winters.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, if you bought it, if you gave me a week, I'd have somebody leasing it and moved in.
Okay. Well, look, that doesn't sound
I've probably told 10 people that I'm not going to rent it.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like a bad deal right now. I want to know this though, because I know you just bought it a month ago. Do you still have a mortgage on it, or did you buy this cash?
No, we bought it cash. There's no lien. There's no nothing on it. I did just buy it for contract to deed. So since we just paid cash for it, there's no survey or, inspection or all that other shit. So, but I mean, you're welcome to do that. That'll just be at the cost of the buyer.
Yeah. No,
I'll pay for the title policy, but I'm not going to pay for inspections and surveys.
that's fair. Let me ask you this. I know you just want to get rid of it, right? Because you got like 20 other businesses. I could take it off your hand. We could take it off your hands. Do you need all the money at once at one time? Or do you think you could work with us on, a timeline with payments? If we could take it off your hands, it's like
I'm not gonna own or finance it. That's the whole reason of it. If I wanted to fuck with getting paid monthly, I'd just rent it. But I mean, I need the cash out of it to do something different. So, I mean, it would have to be upfront. I mean, are you going to have to finance the property or is it cash?
I mean, we could do cash. We can definitely make you a cash offer. I was just saying, like, because you did buy it a month ago, I'm not sure how flexible you are on the price and if it'll make sense for us or if the numbers would make sense for both of us. That's why I was saying if we could give you
I mean,
closer.
you get it together and you tell me what number makes sense for y'all and you shoot it to me and you say, this is cash. And if it makes sense and if I can do it, I'll close it and we'll fucking, I can have it closed next week if you want to, if you're paying cash. But
So even if we came in,
just shoot me a number on it.
so even if we came in at full asking price, just payments is something you couldn't do.
No, I'm not going to finance it even at full ask. I already got 4 showings this next week or 3. And, I mean, it's going to sell. I'll sell that son of a bitch or have it under contract by the end of this next month. I'll take them.
Okay. And so
Let's put it on our tab.
a fast closing, you said is not a problem with you?
Yeah, no, I mean, we can close it. I can send it over to my attorney and he can close it in a week.
Okay. All right. So you have a local closing attorney that you go with.
Yeah, or if you want a title policy, we can close it at a title. I got a buddy that owns a title company in Abel that we can close it at too if you want a title policy on it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna want a title policy.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take longer than that if you want a survey and a title policy. I mean, obviously, just to get their work or part of it done. So, but I mean, it'll close in less than 30 days.
Okay. Well, that works good with us. Let me ask you this, and I know you're kind of busy, so I won't take up too much of your time, but if we did get to a cash number that made sense for both of us, do you think that you'd be ready to make a decision and go with us today? Like with a purchase agreement and everything?
Yeah, I mean, send me the number, and if it makes sense and you're paying cash, then I'll definitely entertain it. But if the plan is to lowball and try to get a deal, it's not going to be a fucking deal. I mean, this thing's going to sell regardless. So, I mean, I'm not going to let it go for, 20 grand less or some shit. I mean, come at me with a realistic number and I'll agree to it and I'll have the paperwork drawn up on Monday.
Okay. But you would make a decision today or tomorrow.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, you can tell me what number you're thinking and I'll tell you yes or no.
Okay. And is it just you or you said your wife that owns it or who's all on title?
No, it's in a corporation. It's under J&T Industries, and there's 4 board members. It's just me and my mom and dad.
Okay. All right. And they're all on board and everything with, or how's that work? Do we need to talk to all of them?
No, I mean, I'm the one to talk to. So you give me the number. Nobody else is involved in shit. That's my job. So you tell me what you want to give for it, and I'll tell you yes or no, and that's what it is.
Okay. And 20K less is a deal breaker?
Yeah, I'm not going to take 150 for it. I mean, you can not waste either one of our times if that's where you're going to be at.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I'm going to go talk with them. I'm going to let you go and then I'm going to just see what they come in at. But just to be clear, you're saying that if we were to offer you $150,000 cash and close in 2 weeks, you would say no, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Jordan.
This thing will sell for full half. So I'm really not going to entertain much off of that. So if y'all can't swing that or do that, I really don't want to entertain it or waste your time or my time.
Yeah, no. I appreciate you just being upfront and honest and telling me your number up front.
Yeah. And if you want to make it that much easier, I won't take anything less than 165 for it, even if it's cash. So
okay.
It's a $4,000 discount and it's good till midnight tonight. So talk to your partner and see if that's what y'all want to do. If not, we'll keep it moving.
Okay, but earlier you bought the house a month ago. You said there's no inspections other than the roof that you did?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it anything. We just bought it cash. There's no survey. There's no nothing. So, I mean, if you want to do that, feel free to pay for it, but we're not going to pay for it.
Okay. All right, Jordan.
But
Is there a better time?
For $1,200 or $2,000 or whatever, then, I would say go ahead and do it on your end.
Yeah, I just mean, yeah, the 150 or the 165 has to we have to know that that makes sense clear before we spend $2,000 on it. But that's what I'm gonna go figure out. Is there a better time to call you today, or should I call you tomorrow?
No, I mean, you can call me whenever. I'm just telling you that's where I'm at. So I don't want to keep going back and forth or repeating the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
if you can do it, swing it, and it's 165 my bottom dollar for cash. And if you're going to finance it, it's got to be the full ask. And if it's anything less than that or can't swing it or make sense on y'all side, then, no worries. We'll keep going.
That's right. Okay. And I
Yep.
guess I got
Partner and let me know, buddy.
all right. And
I
look,
gotta go.
all right. All right, bye.
Yep. Bye.
So, are you still there, Abel? Y'all can see my screen. So I would say,
Yeah, bro, I'm here.
I would say, this guy. I think this is a lead, good lead. Just because of his motivation, right? He has a bunch of other stuff going on, and I feel like he already said it was a headache, right? I try to use some Jeremy Minor headache. It's been a headache, but I feel like yeah, he's a good lead, right? He might have other properties that he wants to sell too. He just bought this a month ago, doesn't know what to do with it. We'll see what happens. Definitely a follow-up though, for sure. All right, they have 7 texts that I did not see. Great call. Yeah, that's for Caleb. Oh, that was old. What would you recommend to invest in with 5K? A coach? Just hands down a coach. I mean, because if you spend 5K any other way, then you're gonna learn a lesson, and by that I mean you're gonna lose the money. But you're gonna hopefully you have the mindset to learn a lesson after you lose money. That's why the first thing that I always paid for, the first thing every time that I always paid for was a coach. Before I paid for anything else, I paid a coach. Right? I did my little research. I see which coach did what marketing strategy he was good at or whatever at. Did my little research, and then I just paid a coach first before anything else. I had to make sure that I had money on the side too, right? If I did research on what coach I'm gonna pay, like there was my first coach, Vince Chimoga, who's on my YouTube channel a lot. He's my friend now, but what marketing channel are you gonna teach me? He did text blasting. I was like, okay, but I looked up the metrics of how much that usually costs. So I made sure that whatever marketing channel he was gonna coach me on, I had the money to the side for the marketing as well. But then I paid the coach first. So I paid the coach and then he taught me how to do it. Then I had money on the side. Um, Coach, hands down. I don't give a fuck. You got five grand. Yeah, that's all you got to your name. Nobody likes hearing this because a lot of broke people and a lot of brokies, they want to say, no, how can I spend my 5 grand so I can make 20 grand? That's all they're worried about. And it's the wrong way to think. You got to think, how can I invest this 5 grand to get the most return on my money? How can I get the biggest return? And that's investing in yourself. If you know nothing and you don't know how to flip 5 grand into 20 grand, well, then you need to invest the money into learn how to flip the 5. That way, when you do have another 5 grand, you can flip it into 20, you know? But the first thing you should pay for if you have 5 grand, 1 grand, 10 grand is a fucking coach, someone to teach you how to spend your money or how to work your money, how to multiply your money. Otherwise, you could just spend it and figure it out on your own. Abel getting any leads? Abel, where do you get your leads from, Abel? Like you pull City List or you pull from Deal Machine, right?
I pull from my main lead source is the MLS. I get
No
expired
way.
listings,
No way. Really?
picture uppers, and I also do Zillow for sale by owners, but they're delusional most of the time. So I go to expired listings, pre-foreclosures, code violations. I like pre-foreclosures and probate a lot. I make the most out of those. And I like expired listings. Expired listings. They already have motivation. The realtor is not working for them. So the cash offer is all they have. You know, they're backed into a corner.
I didn't know you did expired listings.
Yeah, I love expired listings. I do them in Florida, Georgia. I can also pull a list from Texas. I could give you a list of expireds.
That's interesting. I know that's all Pace Morby does is expired listings. That's a good sub 2 strategy. Um, yeah. So do you have the script? Do I always have to request? I don't know what script. As long as you got my Zillow script, that's all I think you need. And he said, "What if I chose you as a coach? How much would we need on the side?" Uh, if you hired me as a coach, well, you have to, yeah, like I said, do your research on what marketing strategy is this coach going to teach me? Okay, so if I taught you how to do cold callers, I would say I would say 10 grand on the side. I would say you're guaranteed. It would be unreasonable. If I'm your coach and you have $10,000 on the side to spend, I would say it'd be unreasonable for you to not make at least double that. At least in my eyes, with what I would do with 10,000, right? Because you would just do what I would do with 10. If I'm your coach, I would just have you do what I do or what I would do with 10 grand. And the key is though that still requires some work. So I spend 10 grand on this marketing and the leads come in, you're all set up, but you still gotta when the leads come in, you gotta call them. So I'd say if you had if you were gonna do cold callers, I'd want you to have at least $7,000 to $10,000. That's about 3 months of marketing expenses, and you should get a deal from that. Or if you coach me to do, help you with Zillow, help you with your sales process, just call Zillow leads with you. And really, the main benefit from that is you're going to be leveraging me in like the highest possible way, right? You have my cell phone number, and then when you get a deal locked up, right, I'm going to coach you through the most important nuances of the building a wholesale real estate business, right? You get multiple contracts locked up, go through that whole phase. But then, like, once you have the contract, you don't have to stress too much. All the contracts, you don't have to stress too much on like how am I going to sell them, because that's where I come in. You just leverage me. Either I'll help you find a buyer, or like I'll find the buyer, or I'll help you market it. I'll help you talk to the buyers, negotiate with the buyers, post it on different places, connect you with people like Abel always JVs with a lot of the students in here. So the main thing is just leverage me. So if you were to do free marketing, right? No money in marketing, which I think everybody should start that way. You should. Because going into my point earlier, people start paying for shit because they think that that makes it easier. People start paying for leads and they start paying for marketing and they start paying for software because they think that that is somehow going to make it easier. They think that they're skipping something. Like, oh, it's fucking retarded because that's not how it works.
Yeah, they increase the lead quality, but they still suck on the phone.
But some people don't even increase the lead quality, is what I'm saying. Like, some motherfuckers just spend money. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have 5 grand, what should I spend the money on? A coach. Because otherwise you're gonna waste the money. Like, you might get lucky, but you're gonna waste the money. So it's like a lot of people I'm gonna start paying for leads, blah 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 blah, because they think that they figured it out, or they think that that's the different way, that's the easy way. Like you said, you just made an assumption that you're gonna get quality leads. No, There's a conversion rate that's different in different marketing channels, right? But you still need volume. I don't give a fuck if you're paying for 10 out of 10 leads. There's still a certain amount of number of leads that you have to get a contract, and then a certain amount of contracts that you need to get a deal closed. It's like it's a whole numbers game. So as a beginner, motherfuckers don't even know that. They're like, "Ooh, I'm gonna pay for a PPC. I'm gonna pay for PPC because they hear PPC's a thing. PPC's the best leads. PPC da da da." You spend $5,000 in 1 month, you don't get no leads, and you feel dumb as fuck because you didn't have a coach to teach you that PPC takes a minimum of like 90 days for it to build traction. The first 3 months is it just building data. It's like it's learning, right? That's if you set up your own PPC campaign, or you could pay other people to do their PPC campaign, or other people to get their Facebook leads. You still have metrics. You're not just going to pay for one of their leads and it's going to be a 20 grand deal. You're going to pay for a certain amount of leads, and you're going to talk to them. You're going to follow up with them. And then out of those certain amount of leads, you're going to get a certain amount of contract or offers. And then you're going to get a certain amount of contracts. Then you're going to certain amount of deals that close. So without knowing any of that, I could spit this off the top of my head. It's not a script. It's something that I know from experience and pain that I went through in business. So I'm going on a rant here, but I think that that's kind of important when you said, because everybody asked that, like, I have $5,000, what do I spend it on? You know, you pay a coach so you could learn what to spend $5,000 on. If I have $5,000, I'm gonna spend it on something different. Like, let me put it this way: if you had $5,000 and I had $5,000, and we both spent $5,000 on the same thing, I would make a return on my investment. You probably wouldn't, because I know what I'm doing. You still have to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to Lee. But does that make sense, Lee? Did you like catch all that? Do y'all want to come up here and speak at all? Like, and join the mic? Any of y'all? Cassandra said she's having a baby. Jaja, I know you've been in here. And Jaja's known me since I was broke and living with my mom. So yeah,
Wow.
He said, no, that makes
That's
sense.
some day ones in here.
Yeah, no, Jaja's a day one. He's literally was on the phone with me since I was broke, living at my mom's crib, and I was just telling him like, I'm gonna get my first deal. I know I'm gonna get my first deal. Jaja was there, son. He was there, and he was like, I'm gonna do it with you, bro. I see you, blah blah blah. He's like, he saw me on YouTube taking the cold showers every morning, but man, this is a testament of like, bro, he was at the same place that I was, right? We have different lives, but Jaja was right there from the beginning when I said I was going to get my first deal, and now look at us. Jaja, I mean, like Jaja's cool, but like he chose to get a job and he chose to be distracted or whatever. I had enough,
First,
I had enough pain in my heart and in my mind to where like, fuck a job, fuck being complacent. I had to make it happen.
fuck that shit. Exactly.
It don't matter where you start. Like, shit, yeah.
It's really just what you do every day, the choices you make. All it is. Choices you make.
Sandra said she has so many questions. Shit, yeah. If y'all have any deals, y'all could put them in here. Lee, do you want to get on the mic and ask a question? Anybody could get up here. Otherwise, like, I guess, I mean, if nobody wants to get up here and speak, Abel, do you have anything to say about
I got a deal right now, bro. Seller agreed to 11,000. I sent the offer, but he put it on Zillow for $14,000 price increase.
wait, say
They
that
basically
again?
like backdoor me.
Oh, he put it on Zillow after you got it under contract?
After we got an offer agreed, I sent him the offer. He opened it, and then he went to Zillow and put it for 25. I got it for 11. Got a house for 11,000.
Wait, it's under contract for 11?
Sign the contract. He has to sign.
Uh,
I sent it over last night. He said we agreed on 11. Now he's putting it up for a wholesale price.
hmm. Hmm.
I'll send you in the chat. I mean, I don't really care, bro.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna call more Zillow leads. Um, hmm. But yeah, I use Close CRM. If you guys are ever wondering what to spend money on, pay a coach. Do your research on what coach you want to pay. It doesn't have to be me, it could be anybody. Pay a coach so you know what to do because the best investment that you can make is yourself. Robert Kiyosaki said the greatest asset you have is your mind. So assets are something that puts money in your pocket. Liabilities are something that take money out of your pocket. Your mind could either put money in your pocket or it could take money out. Your mind could either be an asset or a liability. The only difference between me and some 22-year-old multimillionaire is that his mind is more of an asset than mine, right? Because he invested into knowledge, he invested into mentors or whatever the case is. He invested into knowledge of a different vehicle. I chose to take wholesale real estate. That's my choice. Are there other avenues and vehicles that are easier maybe or easier in a different way or more compatible with this modern day and age? Like, yeah, like I could have stuck with drop shipping, I could have did the AI thing, whatever, but I chose to do this. So I'm gonna ride it out and I'm gonna make a lot of money from it. You can make money from anything, but I want to be in real estate, I want to be in sales. I want to be in building teams and building a business. Um, that's the best thing that you
Nice.
could spend money on is your mind. Um, yeah, and if you guys have any deals in Georgia, Abel, send them to Abel. As far as
Your
YouTube is,
guy.
yep, as far as YouTube is concerned, guys, I'm doing this every Saturday. Every single Saturday, I'm going live in Discord, cold calling Zillow for sale by owners. This is going to be live every Saturday with Caleb, right? If you want to add Caleb on IG, all the info is going to be down there. Add me on IG. If you guys want to book a call with me, click the link down there. If you guys want the free course, there's going to be a link down there for that as well. My contract, my script, all that is in the course. Okay. All right, YouTube. Peace.